What's up, guys? Welcome back to WCS America Challenger League. Currently the last match of the evening. We got Jaedong up 1-0 against Drunkenboi. Will he continue?
And that was just a game defined by those early speed lanes, man. Did they get the job done or what? Take out the early Hellenes they're supposed to give tier map control and take down that natural expansion right before it completes. Put Drunkenboi in a hole where he had to get a jetpack to jump out of it. And all the Hellenes with the jetpacks on their backs just all died.
Yeah, it's one of the best feelings as a Zerg and probably one of the worst feelings as a Terran when something like that happens that early in the game. Very fortunate circumstances for Jaedong and unfortunate circumstances there for Drunkenboi. Let's see what happens here. Neo Planet S, game number 2 of this best of 3 in the bottom left-hand location. I present to you the Red Zerg player who's 1 win away from qualifying for WCS America Premier League Season 2. Representing Team Evil Geniuses, a legend, both StarCraft and StarCraft 2. He is Jaedong. His opponent needing a bit of a miracle here to happen to get into the Premier League of Season 2 WCS America. Your blue Terran player, hailing from Canada and representing Team FXONA. He is Drunkenboi.
So the one base opening didn't quite work out, you could say.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was kind of a cool idea because one base openings are so rare in TVZ that he was hoping to catch Jaedong off guard, and it kind of almost worked. But then Zerglings saw the lack of natural, so he made more Zerglings, and those just totally shut down that aggression before it could even get off the ground. So let's see if he says, you know what, maybe one base isn't the way to go in TVZ.
Off the ground, kind of like a command center, not being able to get off the ground. Well played, Nick.
True.
You surprised me with your subtle jokes.
So there's cleverness behind many things.
Everything you say is a hidden meaning. I like it.
So I think it's much more likely we see Drunkenboi just get like a Reaper and expand and then go into the same thing he did versus Ian,
yeah,
right? And it worked versus Ian. Obviously, Jaedong's a different beast. But I think that I really like that 4 Hellbat, 1 tank, 10 Marine Tommy. Now, I don't like it as far as I think it's like a genuinely stable build you can like use every game against people who've seen it before. But I like it as something that's fairly solid. Like, you're not going to end up light years behind. And it's got a nice chance to catch someone off guard. And it's not easy to scout exactly what's going on. Like, you can usually hide the armory. If they don't see the armory, you're really not going to tell that push is coming at him. So I think it's a cute little push, and it's a great way to maybe catch Jaedong off guard here. We'll see if he does it again. And Neo Planet S is actually a shorter walking distance to get across the map. So and that makes a big difference for a push like that, where you're moving at the pace of Hellbats, Marines, and Siege Tanks, which all are 2.25, not particularly quick.
Creep spread is going to be really important to deal with stuff like that, too, I think. We'll see if Drunkenboi decides to do that, adding on a reactor immediately on the barracks, the Reaper going across the field here, and the command center should be dropping fairly quickly. As soon as he gets 4 minerals.
Yeah.
SCV down to 10 HP. Just trying to be annoying. Of course, if you can weaken the drones and then the Reaper comes in, it makes the job a little bit easier.
It does, and it's not like the drone's going to die if you control it well, as long as you run before the Zerglings get there. And of course, the Zerglings have to deal with the Reaper, so they can't run down that SCV.
Yep.
If they try, the Reaper just kill them. So. It's a nice micro here. Oh, Jaedong pulling that one Zergling back, not going to take any losses yet.
No units lost from either player
and
so far.
Not even having to build and cancel building, which can hurt you a tiny bit economically.
Oh, Queen popping out. Very fortunate moment.
Oh, Reaper, run Reaper! Oh. That Reaper almost died to an off-creep Queen.
Yes.
Which, if there's any way you can end up just in Reaper hell, basically. That's how it would happen if you died of off-creep Queen.
Jaedong not even getting a gas in the very early stages.
No, yeah, just says, you know what? I'm not going to worry about trying to take control of the map.
Oh, Reaper!
Oh, this Reaper's got to be
Dead.
careful.
It's dead. Oh, well, that was confusing.
It like slipped through this.
I think the drone mineral locked.
Yeah, it almost looked like it went through the Zerglings as well.
Yeah.
Kind of tried to pull a sneaky one. Didn't work though. But it's more of it's the same build we've seen Drunkenboi do.
Yes, but can it work? Can it work against Jaedong is the question. Can Jaedong scout what's going on? Armory should be not too far away.
No. I like the lack of a bunker by Drunkenboi. He's identified, you know, there's nowhere to speed, there's not a lot of Zerglings, there's nowhere to gas, so there can't be a lot of roaches coming super soon. And he'll be totally safe at least until the tank gets down. Once the tank's out, I mean, he's probably safe forever pretty much. Siege tanks are pretty good defensively.
Jaedong staying on 2 bases for a little bit here. Getting all 4 of his gases.
This looks like a very fast muta base build.
Yeah.
And you know what? This is actually a great response to the type of timing that Drunkenboi did. Because the mutas will be out in time, and if mutas are out, they can pick apart. They can harass that build as it crosses the map. In fact, Drunkenboi will have a hard time even making that work against this fast of meat attack.
You know, it could be a situation where Jaedong saw Drunkenboi do this in the past and identified that this is probably the proper response to something like that.
Could be.
Kind of playing to his opponent.
It also depends. If Drunkenboi can identify, he's Reaper died, so it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Because if he knew that Jaedong was teching so fast, he could move out a little bit earlier and not wait for stim pack. Right. His normal timing is he starts moving out when stim pack's almost done, and then he hits, you know, as it finishes. But obviously that timing won't exist because these mutas on the map, and you'll be stuck playing defensively. And what's frustrating for Drunkenboi here, what's going to be frustrating, is that if you have 3 CCs and 2 fast E-base, you're totally happy being stuck defensively against a 2 base muta build. You're like, whatever, you know, they really delayed their upgrades and his third base, or he really delayed his upgrades and his third base to get the mutas out in time. So it's okay, but Drunkenboi is also delaying his third base and his upgrades a bit to do this build. So we'll have to see how things will play out.
Their commands are just now popping down, and Drunkenboi going for that push we were talking about.
Is he gonna? He actually might be able to hit before. His stim pack is a little bit later this game, because I don't think that's gonna finish in time. But does he need it?
This is kind of similar to the Aklon Waste game, where the Baneliness is about to finish, so we're gonna have to see Jaedong make a decision. Save your mutas or make Banelin, kind of a thing. All right, here comes Drunkenboi along the bottom half side of the map. Supply depots are raised back home, so Zergling counterattack shouldn't do much. However, a flank might be starting to be set up.
The creep spread is so good. You don't want to go deep on a creep with the siege tank.
Okay, 10 Banelings in production, 24 Lings as well. He wants to get as close as possible to zone as natural. Looking for the third. It's not going to be up here.
Yeah, he's just afraid to go too far on the creep, which is understandable. There's only 1 medevac, so.
Oh, taking on Overlords is a fairly decent thing to do at this point, especially when your opponent's going for mutas. But here come the Lings and the Banelings. Can Drunkenboi hold this off? The Hellbats in the front trying to absorb that damage. The Marines trying to kite backwards. Not bad at all here from Drunkenboi. All the Banelings detonating on Hellbats, but follow-up Lings coming in here. Jaedong actually pulling some. Oh, there's a Hellbat drop in his natural expansion, forcing the drones to pull away, but the Marines are going to get surrounded. The tank is going to get killed as well, and Drunkenboi focusing a lot of his attention on making this Hellbat drop do damage.
Which is 100% correct. The ground units with no medevac there were going to die anyway to the speeding, so might as well focus on the drop play. And you know what? How many drones did he get with that overall?
Nine.
Not because the medevac survived. Not too bad. Not too bad at all for Drunkenboi.
He's about to pop out.
A very nice opening.
Oh, this medevac will die, I think. Yeah.
It's too low. He's got to. Oh, he's going to jet away. And the thing is, the mutas might have to go back to defend. Looks like there's another drop.
Yeah, heading toward the natural expansion. No spore crawlers, remember that.
Yes, there are 3 queens. Drones can evacuate. And actually, this medevac may die too. He's got to get out of there.
Yeah, I might try to just drop the Hellbats and kill those drones and get the medevac out. I think that might be the wise choice. Want to keep those medevacs alive. So important. Upgrade progress, by the way, something that's so key in ZVT to identify. 1-1, similarly timed for both of these two guys.
Very even. And Jaedong went for the meat attack as well, so he definitely plans to use mutas throughout the game as a significant portion of his army. I like how Drunkenboi, when he saw the fast mutas, he's going straight into adding some Widow Mines. Widow Mines are great against mutas. He also has a lot of turrets up, so oh, this Widow Mine is going to get taken out.
One gets sniped, another one's popping out of the factory. Going to burrow in time. Turret taking a single shot at the muta, but the muta's getting out there for Jaedong, adding on more and more. Going to start joining up that third base. Can identify that his opponent is playing a little bit backwards, so it's not like another push is coming up. But of course, once you identify another push is coming, that's when you got to start remaking those units. But Neoplanet S is interesting as far as the distance between bases, the difference between the players.
Yes.
It's much harder to secure a third base and keep it alive, especially a fourth base too, as Zerg. As a Terran, especially a Terran is dropped, focused as Drunkenboi, it's very possible to really spread your opponent out and really test their multitasking ability. Of course, this is Jaedong.
Oh, the muta's coming in here. The Widow Mines are caught off guard. 1 gets taken out, 2 gets taken out, 3 get taken out.
Wow. Widow Mines.
That's so important. He can only build those at a fixed rate with a single factory. In fact, he's not even building any more right now. With those, his only Widow Mines.
Might be.
And with Jaedong with that knowledge, maybe he doesn't have the economy. Some Zergs, if they get a big win like that, picking off a lot of Widow Mines, they might try to do some speed baiting attack on a third.
Sure.
But Jaedong's economy is a little bit slower this game. He doesn't have that huge influx of units. You can see the supplies are still fairly even. And that's just because of the opening he did, and then he lost them. Catch a couple Hellbats there. Lost some drones early on as well. But we see a lot of upgrades for Jaedong. Burrow, Overlord speed, of course, if your opponent is getting Widow Mines, you gotta have those Overseers move fast.
Gotta have that upgrade. Of course, I'm the guy who makes 7 Overseers and they all go in front and die to Marines. So maybe I shouldn't get that upgrade.
There is a drawback sometimes being faster. Creep finally being receded at the third base of Drunkenboi, so he's going to be able to land that orbital.
There we go. Nice heads-up move there from Jaedong, though dropping that creep at that third to delay it as long as he did. Infestation Pit is started, so it's not like he's going for a big 2-2 Ling, Baneling, Muto attack. He does have a mid-late game plan.
2-2 for Drunkenboi is a little bit faster than Jaedong. Jaedong didn't immediately start that research upon completion of 1-1. Muta's still trying to find opening, but Drunkenboi has a lot of turrets. He's got 3 in a natural. That's a very healthy amount of turrets.
Bit of an empty spot here. Might be worth trying to get a turret in that area, or at least a Widow Mine, but an Overseer is there from Jaedong, heads up move to be able to try to identify exactly where those Widow Mines are. 2 more in production. 3-3 is going to start right away, and remember, Jaedong is going to have to wait for that hive before going into his own 3-3. So, again, we're talking about that. Uh-oh, we have a little bit of a Baneling Ling attack into this third base. The Marines trying to kite back.
Oh, okay. Actually, I don't think he lost any there. The Banelings didn't quite. You need 2 Banelings to hit the same group, and we're not able to quite do that. So nice little defense by Drunkenboi. He's got it. I mean, he has turrets everywhere else.
Just 1 turret. That's a lot of mutas here from Jaedong. Going to target that guy down. Remember, +2 air attacks just finished for the mutas. Are they getting caught? Oh.
They've got to be. Okay, they're fast enough. They should be to escape here. Your Overlords, of course, aren't quite fast enough. Those will be taken out. Overseer as well. And that's always a nice win. Getting the armor upgrades. You're really focusing on Muta upgrades, continuing to add more and more mutas in his army. He's going very Muta heavy.
Whoa. Drunkenboi pushing pretty hard here.
He is. He's been working on the creep, and if he can
counterattack.
Going deep in the creep, he's got to worry about Banelings.
He's also counterattacking the natural of Drunkenboi. Plenty of Marines there, but the Muta's going to try to engage the Widow Mines, getting down, taking a nice shot down onto the Mutas. Where are the Lings? Where are the Banelings from Jaedong? Here they come. The Banelings coming in from the south. There's still a lot of Widow Mines. You have to be careful about that. Trying to split those up a little bit, trying to get friendly fire on the Marines as well. Picking up, but going to redrop them once the Muta's coming forward because you want that anti-air. Drunkenboi should have enough here to deal with Mutas, and he does, shoving them away. Not a terrible trade there for Drunkenboi.
No, he traded pretty well there as the medevacs are alive, but his Marine count is so low. He's got to get more reinforcements before the Zerglings come. In fact, actually, where are the reinforcements from Jaedong?
I'm not sure. His unit count seems...
He's going to abandon the base. He's giving it up.
He's gonna have to.
Drunkenboi's got him on the ropes.
And with the Widow Mines here and burrowed, it's not a simple thing as far as, okay, just send a bunch of Lings and Banelings and Mutas in there. If you do that, you can find yourself losing a lot of units for free to those Widow Mines. Hatchery is most definitely going to fall. Not to mention 3-3 is about to finish. Still no hive begun. And all these drones, they're not going to have anywhere to run. They do a burrow. I wish he'd burrowed them.
Oh, it looks like Drunkenboi's found the clutch of drones there. An SCV going to town on them.
Oh, trying to get those
Banelings in here.
Did they just run over a bunch of Widow Mines? Okay, hold on. Marine's gonna get taken out by those Banelings. The Muta's trying to get some damage done.
Medevacs!
Where's the army of Drunkenboi?
The medevacs are, I think it all died to Banelings potentially, or somewhere else on the map.
He's gotta get those Marines together. Gotta get those Marines together. Every medevac is so important. You have to keep those alive. Almost every single one going down. 2 getting misrallied. And Jaedong,
brutal,
on the verge of a terrible engagement, actually gets out of there very happily. As far as taking those medevacs down.
That was a great win for Jaedong. He needed it. He's still on 3 bases. He can stick this bottom base. Thunderfire here, but he should clean this up without too much of a problem once all the mutas come back and mop that up. Losing the mutas right there. But he's going to get it. But Drunkenboi's seconds away from 3-3. Another force is moving across the map.
This is Planet S.
With 3-3 Marines, the mutas are going to have a very hard time engaging. He's going to have to get the big Baning connections.
All right, Marines coming for this.
The creep's really been beaten back here.
A lot of drones falling as well. Where are the Lings? Where are the Banelings? 13 Banelings in production here from Jaedong. Oh, Widow Mine getting a great shut off on those Lings, but are they going to be enough mutas here? No, they're going to back away. And Drunkenboi once again denying that middle left base, taking down a lot of drones as well. The Muta's coming forward. I think there's an overseer there. Yes, able to take down minimize. Oh, two more Burrowing to the ground. Taken out. Oh, one is still alive. The Bane's coming forward. Marines have to sprint away. Great Widowmine shot. More Marines coming forward. Great reinforcements there from Drunkenboi. Drunkenboi up 136 to 119 in supply. And Jaedong is once again finding himself falling back.
Oh, Jaedong's trying to get this fourth base up with only 2-2 with no hive tech. He has to have the base up on his opponent or else he's going to be overrun. But can he defend his fourth? There's no creep here anymore. Without creep, it's so much harder to make his connections. Instead, he's going trying to counterattack along the right side. Catching some Widow Mines, he needs these moves. If he can stop this command center from landing, that'll be good. But the 3-3 Marines are tearing through mutas like a butter. 4 Marines take on 13 mutas like it's nothing.
Oh, and Widowmine's going to get great shots off on those Lings. Marine's going to back up to help protect this command center. His muta's going to try to take that out. Here comes the Banelings. Can Jaedong get the detonation? No, he runs the Marines into the Banelings. Great detonations there from Jaedong. A bunch of Lings swooping in here as well. Can Jaedong make this work? No, it looks like more Marines reinforcing from Drunkenboi, and he is going to be able to protect this fourth.
There's just not enough units from Jaedong. He's just being overwhelmed here. Oh no, the Banelings, they're trying to morph, but... Yeah.
Oh wow, GG. And Drunkenboi is going to tie up the series 1-1.
Wow. This is the guy who just a few days ago took down Tasia 2-0 in DreamHack. Now he's up here against Drunkenboi, and Drunkenboi's tied the series up 1-1. One more win for the Canadian, and Jaedong is not going to be in WCS America Premier League Season 2.
Yeah, we got a series on our hands, guys. We're tied 1-1. This next game is the decider. Stay tuned. You're watching WCS America Game 3 between Drunkenboi and Jaedong coming up.